Welcome. Good evening. This evening is Wednesday, May the 26th. Can you believe that? Just getting some things kind of in place. Want to welcome you to this evening's scrapbook layout session right before this video. This light that's over here to this side of me decided to break. So it's sitting up on top of something in order to give me light on this side over here. So I'm really hoping that it stays put. And all I have right here is Scotch tape. Hi, Season. So I really hope that this decides to stay where it needs to stay because yeah, I wasn't expecting that. But I do want to welcome you to this evening's scrapbook layout. When you come on, just say hello. Let us know where you're watching from. I love to see where everybody watches from. And tonight might be a little bit longer than I would normally be, but I'm going to go ahead and skip pretty much all of the normal announcements because I know those usually take up like the first 10-11 minutes. Hi, Bev. So we're going to go ahead and jump into it. I'm going to pull my hair back once I get the video pointed down to get this out of my face because it's actually a little humid in here. So I think we need to go turn the air down a little bit more. So, but got a lot to cover. We're going to do 2 layouts tonight. And if you're watching for the first time, welcome. My name is Barbara Ragsdale, and I am an independent demonstrator with Stamp It Up, and I live in the San Antonio, Texas area. And I'm here live every Wednesday evening at 7 p.m. in order to show you how you can use your Stampin' Up! Products for your scrapbook page layouts. I'm also live Sunday afternoons at 3 p.m., and these are all Central Standard Times in order to do other things. Cards, home decor projects, gift ideas, you name it, it's probably going to be on a Sunday afternoon. I like to mix it up. So, but let's see. But today, if you missed this past Sunday's episode, we did the unboxing for the May Paper Pumpkin Kit Batter Up. And I really did like that. So I'm going to show you what we did Sunday with the kit and show you what all was included and then talk about Paper Pumpkin as I'm putting the layouts together. But what I decided to do is thanks for sharing, Bev. And then hi, Beverly. Yes, you did. Yes, yay, thank you. So Bev is watching from Garden Ridge, which is not too far from where I'm at. I'm in northeast part of San Antonio. And Beverly, I don't remember where you're from, but let everybody know where you're watching from. But this tonight, I decided I wanted to do a scrapbook page layout with the rest of the supplies from the Paper Pumpkin Kit. So this is kind of like a twofer. Just to show you what you can do with the Paper Pumpkin Kit and then show you some alternative things that you can also do. So you don't have to just do cards with the kits that you get. You can also do some other things as well. So we're going to do a 2-page layout tonight. Normally I only do 1, but because it's this one's pretty simple to put together and I want to wrap up showing you everything for the Batter Up Paper Pumpkin Kit, I'm going to go ahead and do 2 of them tonight. So let's go ahead. Hi, Susan. Thanks for joining. We're going to go ahead and get started. Let me flip this around, pull this back a little bit so I can see some comments, and let me pull my hair back. By the way, while I'm pulling my hair back, the code that you see right here, that is this month's online ordering special code, which just means every single month I have an online ordering special that when you place an order of at least $25 directly on my website, you're going to get the free kit for the month. And for the month of May, which all you ladies that are watching, next month is Father's Day, so if you need some masculine cards, this is a free kit in the mail. And there's these 3 cards, and then this one right here is actually a gift card holder, so you can open it and then slide your gift card in. I think I still have my, I'm going to turn it the other way, but I still have my Old Navy. You just slide a gift card in there. There you go. And the free kit gets delivered directly to your mailbox. And let me show you what it looks like. Everything is already cut for you, die cut for you. All these little envelopes have all the pieces that you need to assemble each card, and then you'll get the color PDF tutorial emailed to you that shows you how to put everything together and all the measurements. So if you want to duplicate it, you know how. And there's also a link to the video that I did at the beginning of the month that shows you how to visually assemble it if you want to go back and reference that. But you have to use this code, and you have to go to my website. And if you scan in the QR code, that'll take you straight to my website and automatically plug in the code for you. So you can skip a step if you just want to scan in the code. I will list all of the links in the description when I'm done with the video. And then every single week I give prizes away and how you can get on the wheel. These are the people that liked, comment, and shared last week's video. That gets you on the wheel, and when you share, you get 2 entries. And so the Sunday lives, I give away the prizes that I actually make. But on Wednesdays, it's a little different because it's a little pricier to ship out 12 by 12 paper. So these are the people from last week, and what I'm going to give away, I decided to go reach into my little prize box. I'm going to give away a new package of the ombre gift bags. I don't know if any of y'all saw my video that I did several weeks ago with the ombre gift bags on what you can do with these. You can really dress these up. So good luck to whoever is on the wheel. Who is it going to be? Hi, Landa. Hi, Carol. Thank you for sharing, Carol. And it was Corrine. I don't know if Corrine's watching right now. Corrine, you haven't won in a while. Carol's from Wisconsin. Hi, Frida. Thank you, Susan, for sharing. Awesome, ladies. So congratulations, Corrine. And as you ladies can see, it says share. So that just means that one of her shares, her extra entries that she got, is what got her to win. So that's awesome. And let me, I need to pull up my little picture so I can see the first page of our layout. And y'all are probably like, what in the world is she talking about? So because I only do the layouts once, I have to take a picture. I assemble it, like I pre-assemble everything, and then I have to take a picture so that I can see how I need to put it back together. Yeah. So let me, before we go any further, let me just remind you that we are in the current subscription period for Paper Pumpkin. And if you're wondering what Paper Pumpkin is, it is Stampin' Up's monthly paper crafting subscription service. And these get delivered straight to your mailbox or wherever you get your mail. Next month's kit, look at this. Look at that gorgeous collectible box. This coordinates with the Expressions and Ink Suite, which the last layout, layout number 10, pages 1 and 2, used a piece of paper from that particular specialty designer series paper. But this one's going to contain enough supplies to create 9 cards and coordinating envelopes. As always, our kits contain exclusive stamp sets that you're only going to find in Paper Pumpkin kits. So if you're looking for a way to really build your stamp collection an economical way, let me preface that with that, an economical way to add stamps to your collection. You're not going to find those in any other catalogs we have. It's only going to be in those particular months. And then we also include a Stampin' Spot, which I'm going to show you the one for Batter Up. And then from time to time, it will coordinate, these kits coordinate with maybe other papers or other suites that are in our current catalogs. And the registration or the subscription deadline is going to be June the 10th. And the link will be in the description after the video. So if you're interested in at least trying out Paper Pumpkin, you can do it 1 month. Let me just bring this over here. You can do it month to month, so you can pay as you go for $22 a month, and that includes shipping. How awesome is that? Or you can go the prepaid subscription plan route, and month to month prepaid is $21. You can also opt for a 3-month for $63. You can also get a 6-month, and at that point you start saving $1 off each one of your month's kits, or you can pre-purchase a 12-month subscription, and you get after everything is said and done, you get one of your kits for free. So I'll include the link in the description when we're done. And then my Paper Pumpkin subscribers automatically get free coordinating cardstock cuts. So these are 4x6 cuts, and there's 2 of each. This color right here is Bumblebee, so this is one of the 2020 to 2022 colors. And then these colors right here are 3 of the new colors, the 2021 to 2023 in colors. You've got Evening Evergreen, Fresh Freesia, and Polished Pink. And my subscribers get these sent to them absolutely free, and that's just as a small thank you for being one of my Paper Pumpkin subscribers. Now, last month's kit was called Batter Up. So, I think I forgot to mention it in Sundays. You can't get the kits anymore because the subscription period has already passed. So if you're on my email list and you get communications from me and you kind of see a snippet of next month's kit, that's when you want to really get on and decide. You have to make a quick decision whether you're going to subscribe or not, because you can't get these kits as designed anymore. But my little note is, but if you are a current Paper Pumpkin subscriber, one of the benefits to having a subscription is that when there are refill kits that are available for that particular month, not all months have refill kits, but or maybe they do. I don't know. But this one does. I do know that. You get to purchase a refill kit. Now, the refill kits only have the consumables. It's not going to have another stamp set, which, by the way, this was the stamp set, and let me put it on a piece of white paper so you can see everything that we were working with. It's all baseball related, so if you have little ones or grandchildren or even grandpas that might have been in Little League or Major Leagues, this would be a perfect stamp set to be able to collect, and there's so many of them on here. But it won't contain this. This was in the original kit. And then there's your Stampin' Spot, which is Night and Navy. Every single month it's a different color, so this is also a very great way in order to collect ink. And you can use these over and over and over. We do sell our re-inkers for $3.75, so you can continue to use this over and over and over. And on your first kit, you're going to get a Paper Pumpkin D block size. So all of the stamps that you get in your Paper Pumpkin kits will never be any larger than this D block, which just happens to measure, let's measure this. I know I've measured it a few times. It's roughly 2 7/8 inches square. So it's not quite, oh, this one says 2 5/8 to 2 3/4, something like that. But you can use this over and over and over. This is just one of the acrylic blocks. It's not like our standard blocks that you would get in our catalog, but you can see the difference. But this one does come free with your first Paper Pumpkin kit, and if for some reason you don't ever have one, and you're one of my subscribers, please let me know, and I can get you one. Okay. So that is that. And then there's also any coordinating accessories. This particular kit just happened to come with some basic white twine or linen thread, whatever you want to call it. It's a small spool. It came with some little enamel dots that are in real red, and I believe this was Bumblebee. And then also came with a full sheet of large dimensionals. And then all of the cutouts, I've already cut them all out or used them to some degree. All of the die cuts are just on sheets like this that you pop out. So it makes it super, super easy. And then these were the 3 cards that I made Sunday, which were as designed by the Paper Pumpkin team. So it was these 3 cards. And then there's also 9 coordinating envelopes that have this design already as part of the envelope. And then it came with 3 pieces of double bubble gum that I still haven't chewed yet. I remember chewing this when I was little, and my jaws always hurt when I was done with this. And the sweetness didn't last very long, but you still chewed on it until your jaws hurt. So if there's any stamping, there's little die cuts already kind of pre-die cut for you that you can stamp on. And then, of course, the stamp set, So every single month, the theme changes. And next month is going to be gorgeous. Oh, and by the way, this little instruction sheet, it folds out 3 times, which our other kits don't fold out this much and weren't in color. So starting with this kit, they completely revamped the instructions, which is really nice and easy. Makes it easy to follow. Okay, so let's put this aside, and we're going to be using pretty much the rest of the supplies that were part of that kit in order to make our layouts for today. So let's go ahead and get started. We've got a 12 by 12 piece of basic white cardstock, and what I did is one of the cards, this pinstripe card right here, what I did is I separated the card from the back of the base. This is just a standard 8.5 by 5.5 card base. And the cards that you get with the kit, they're already pre-scored for you, but you can use your bone folder to help burnish the edge a little bit to get that crease a little crisper. But what I did on this one is I went ahead and took the pinstriped part and I cut them. So let me get some adhesive. I'm just going to use Seal Plus, and we're going to line the bottom of this. So all I'm doing is lining up these cuts along the bottom because I want it to be kind of like a runner along the bottom. I'm just lining it up directly with the bottom. Now this one's going to hang over just a little bit. So what I'm going to do is put it on most of it. You could certainly measure it, and then that way it's exact, because we know that this paper is only 12 inches wide. But I'm going to flip it around to the other side and just trim off that excess. Okay. And then, yeah, let me just work with this page. That way I can just work on one page at a time. Okay, so now what I have is I have a piece of Bumblebee, and I'm going to put this on directly with my seal, and this one is going to go at the top right hand corner. Just line it up with the edge. We're trying to get all our base pieces down, and then I've got this piece of real red. We're going to bump this one right up underneath this piece. Okay. And then this card right here, I did the same thing. I separated the starburst front from the back. And now all I have is the little starburst. We're going to put this on. And we're going to put this on over here on top of this. So I'm just lining it up with the edge. Certainly with this piece of Real Red, you could certainly, you know, cut it down to where it bumps up directly. So it's just slightly overlaying right here for about maybe 1/2 inch. Okay, and then this particular die cut, we are going to put up here. Now, I'm not looking at the comments, so if you've joined, thank you for joining. Make sure you say hello. And then I have, let me show you what I did. I have this piece of Night of Navy, and what I did, I'm going to go ahead and do the other one, is I've got this piece of Night of Navy, and I'm using the triple banner punch in order to punch out one of the sides. I only want to do one of the sides. Okay, so this one's going to be for page 2 because I have a banner on the other side of page 2. And then let's put this one down. We're going to put that one right here. And then I have a baseball die cut. I'm going to put a dimensional on the back and peel that off. And we're going to stick that right there. And then the third card, which was this one, I took the wood grain base and separated that one from the back of the white one as well. So then now I have 2 pieces. I've got the wood grain and then I have the white piece. And then what I did with the wood grain is I trimmed it down 1/4 inch so that it basically created a mat, because if I didn't, it would be the same size and you wouldn't be able to see that white right around the edge. So let's get this down on here. This is going to be a photo mat. And then let's put some adhesive on here. And then we're going to put the photo right here. Okay. And then I also have one of these home plates. We're going to put a home plate on with a couple of dimensionals because we want something to pop up over here on this side. And we're going to put that just simply right here. This piece is actually large enough that if you had a small picture or you wanted to write something, you could. And then up here in this little corner, what I'm going to do is almost replicate this card right here. So this little die cut, this rectangular die cut that is in Real Red, we're going to put this one down. We're going to kind of fill in this little area. So we'll get that straight. And then we have our 2 baseball bats. Well, 2 of them at least. We're going to use the other 2 on the other page. And then I'm just going to use my regular glue dots. I did find my glue dots from the other day. Remember, I was like, I thought this came with glue dots. Because literally, these kits come with everything that you could possibly need in order to assemble the projects. The only basic tools that you probably will find that you ever really will need, make sure that's on there, is probably some snips. We have a really good pair of snips for $10. You might use a take your pick tool. You might have to use, in some cases, maybe a bone folder, but probably not. Okay, so these I'm just going to put as kind of crisscross. I'm just using glue dots. So I definitely want one at the top. If I can get it off. I'll have to show you the sheet. I think I'm done with that one. Of glue dots. It's like a little sheet of glue dots, but sometimes I struggle with the little bitty backings, so I like to save those and use those for when maybe I'm gonna include some in like a kit that I'm mailing, just as an extra little surprise. And then these are die cuts as well. Even though there's a stamp where you can stamp this All-Star, this one's a die cut that's already stamped for you, and then I'm gonna put these up with dimensionals. So I already put 2 dimensionals, and then we're going to kind of turn it sideways a little bit. That way you can see a little bit of that red poking out. And then, so I just kind of duplicated that. I didn't put the baseball there because I put it down here. And let's see. I'm thinking, other than some enamel dots, which I'm going to use the adhesive end of the Take Your Pick tool just to randomly put some dots on. These are completely optional. And then let's put one down here. I'm just being random with these. You don't even have to put these on here. But that is going to be the first layout. Definitely room for a pretty large picture here. If you wanted to write something on home plate. This little area right here is enough for another picture, and maybe even like a smaller picture if you wanted to mat, or you can just leave it open or use it as a journaling. You know, this is just an idea of what you can do with the rest of the supplies that you would get in your paper pumpkin kit. So there's page number 1. And then let me flip this to page number 2, which we're going to continue with the runner along the bottom. So let's get this lined up. By the way, if you're watching me right now, I am live, and you probably see a live button in one of the top left or top right hand corner. I don't know. I'm directionally challenged. And if you don't see the live, it's because maybe I shouldn't have gone the whole way. It's because you're watching me on replay, and you might be watching me on replay on Facebook, or you might be watching me on YouTube. And if you're watching me on YouTube, thank you for subscribing to my channel. Hope you're getting some ideas with some of the things that you can do with our products. Whether it's paper pumpkin or anything out of our catalogs. Hey, by the way, you guys, trying to get this lined up here. We are getting really close. This has to be straight. So there we go. Because I can't talk and do that at the same time. We are getting really close as demonstrators to be able to pre-order and look through our January. Oh, let me save that one. Let me put this red one down first. Our holiday catalog, the mini catalog. Oh my goodness. We are starting June 1st. We are going to be updating our mailing selectors. So if you get a catalog from me, you might want to make sure that your address, just looking to see how many I need to put. I think it's about 4. There we go. You might want to make sure that I have your updated address so that when I go to finalize mailing out catalogs at the end of the month, that you get your catalog. This will be the mini catalog, and it'll also be, do y'all remember earlier this year we had Celebration? Well, there's going to be part 2 Celebration. Yep, part 2. So let's get this one on. This is the other one that I did earlier. So let's put this one on. So definitely if you, yeah, this one's going up instead of down. And I'm going to put that one right up against there just to close up that little gap there. So definitely, if you're on my mailing list, I know that's one of the announcements I normally do at the beginning. When you join my email list, you're going to get a free PDF tutorial emailed to you. And then you'll also get a complimentary catalog, which this is one of the new ones right now, by the way. And let me put these out here so I don't forget all these pieces. I've got 2 mats here, so I'm going to put these 2 mats on while I'm talking. But basically, this one was the other third card that had the wood grain, and I cut it in half. And then I cut these down a little bit so that they would mat on top of that. So I'm using all of the pieces, and these are going to be 2 photo mats. So I just wanted to explain that real quick while I'm still talking. But definitely, if you don't have a demonstrator and you need someone to help give you some inspiration and show you the Stampin' Up! Ways, I'll be more than happy to. And then if you do have a demonstrator and you still want to join, everybody's welcome to join. But I have a different special gift for you. And also, if you're an active demonstrator as well, I have a different special gift for those that don't need a catalog, but that would like to stay informed, because you want to know. You want to know when Stampin' Up! Has awesome specials and clearance rack refreshes, the whole 9 yards. That's the awesome piece, is being in the know when there's a sale coming out. And then this is another die cut as well. I'm only using one of these, and I already put dimensionals on the back. I'm going to put this one in the middle. So all I did was I matted those 2 pieces, and then that one's going to go in the center. And then I also have another piece. Now in Sunday's video, these little white pieces on the edge where it comes off of the die cut paper, you can take your paper snips and trim those off. That way it's not obvious that it was punched out from something. If you have a little mini file too, you can probably file those down. But definitely, you want to be informed. Like right now, if you didn't know this, but Stampin' Up! Has a kit special. So if you're wanting to get a really great deal, where'd my dimensionals go? There we go. If you're wanting to get a really great deal on your crafting supplies, your Stampin' Up! Paper crafting supplies, you can get $155 worth of whatever you want. Not what somebody else thinks you need, but what you want in your customized kit for only $99 plus tax. We're going to put this one right here. And then here's another one of the home plates. I already popped these up on dimensionals as well. For $99 plus tax, that includes shipping. I'm going to stick this one right here, and then I'm going to put the other 2 baseball bats crisscrossy across while I'm talking. But that includes a free past paper pumpkin kit, free shipping. There'll be catalogs in there. Basically, there's like a box of business supplies if you're wanting to see what it's about to do it as a business. But the good thing is, with our kits, there's absolutely no obligation to do this as a business. If you just want to be a happy discount shopper and get a 20% discount on all your purchases, and then be able to take advantage of being able to pre-order. I don't know if y'all know this, but as demonstrators, we get to pre-order new products an entire month before they're available online for everybody else to purchase. How cool is that? That one seems crooked. Let me see if I can fix that. There we go. Yeah, a whole month before anybody else can buy them. So we get to order them, we get our discount, we get to play with them for a whole month, get things ready. That's awesome. Totally awesome. And there's no obligation. There's no obligation to do it as a business, to do lives like I do, to build a team, to do parties, none of that. You can just enjoy your discount. Let's see, where can we put some of these? Let's just put one right there. These are just going to be random. Let's see. I need this one to be somewhere where it kind of stands out. Oh, we'll just put it right there. There we go. I'm not going to go crazy with the enamel dots on there, but let me show you the only supplies that were left were these little die cuts, which you can use these to stamp, and these backings. So the back part of that one, the pieces that I trimmed off. There was an extra one of that one. Oh, sorry, two of them. Two of those. Basically, it was more backings than anything, but everything else I used from the kit, and then that was left over. So this kit went a really, really long way. Let me move this over. By the way, that is page number 2. Couple of pictures. You can even put a couple of more pictures up there if you want. And let me move this over to the right, get my directions. And let me see if I can bring this one back so that when you put these two together. All right, I'm going to move this up a little bit so you guys can see, hopefully, both of those at the same time. There we go. Oops. All right, I hope you guys can see both of those at the same time. But there's layout number 11. Oh, you can't see this part over here. Let me move it over to the left a little bit. Hi, Denise. Hi, Cindy. I'll go back and catch up on the comments, but there you have it. I wanted to go ahead and do 2 layouts tonight so that we could really batter up, and show you that there's a lot of product that comes in here. You know, I was able to do 2 scrapbook page layouts, and then I also did the 3 cards. And I don't know what I'm going to do with all the rest of the envelopes, but I have a lot of envelopes, but you can certainly use these for another project. It's always nice to have some coordinating envelopes. And then, of course, you're always going to have this stamp set. And then you're always going to have the ink spot. These are things that you can use over and over and over, as well as your acrylic block. So paper pumpkin kits, as you can see, they are very, very affordable and completely focus on color coordination. These kits arrive in, generally they're in these boxes right here that get delivered straight to your door. Everything is already pre-shrunk wrap and included in there. And for $21 or $22 a month, and that includes shipping. And there's no obligation. So even if you wanted to just try it for 1 month, I would highly suggest that you get in before the subscription period ends. Now, let me just also tell you that these could also very well sell out before June 10th. So the longer that you wait to subscribe, the more chance it would be that you're not going to be able to get this kit, even if you decide you want to do it on June 9th. These kits, the paper is gorgeous. I'm telling you, if you haven't seen that paper, go to my website, go look up Expressions in Ink Specialty Designer Series paper. It's gorgeous. And I can actually show you I pulled it off the thing behind me, but this is the last layout that I did with this paper. Look at this gorgeous inky kind of paper, blotchy, inky, very but this one's a specialty paper because it's got some gold in it. But that was page 1 of a layout that we did, and then this was the second page. So you can see this paper is gorgeous, and it's not just the green colors, or some other colors that are in it as well. But if you want to look at this one, that was layout number 10, pages 1 and 2. So I hope that you like this. I hope that if you have some grandchildren and some pictures that you need to put in a scrapbook, and even if you don't scrapbook, that's the thing. Even if you don't scrapbook, you can still create these pages and put them in 12 by 12 shadow box frames. As long as you don't have a whole lot of dimension, you might be able to get away with like a regular frame. But if you have a lot of dimension to your photo or your layouts, you know, a shadow box, like a really, what's the word I'm thinking? Shallow shadow box would be perfect to be able to frame these and give them as gifts or to hang them in your wall, whatever you want to do with them. But this is layout number 11. And so next week, got a little something there. Next week, if you'd like to join me, we'll be starting on layout number 12, page 1. So it'll be fabulous. And I hope that I can see you guys Sunday afternoon at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. So everybody have a great evening, and thanks for joining me. Thank you for your likes, your hearts, your comments, your shares. Don't forget, like, comment, and share to be entered into next week's drawing. And you all have a great, fabulous evening. Good night.